So I got a package. So Amika sent me some goodies. Let's see what's in here. Hydro Rush leave-in conditioner. This is touchable hairspray. This is dry shampoo. This is a nourishing dry hair mask. Travel size. Perk Up, which is dry shampoo, again, travel size. Power Hour, a curl refresher. Bombshell blowout lotion. Perk Up Plus, which is a like a extra strength dry shampoo. This is another touchable hairspray. Travel size, undone texture spray. Headstrong hairspray. This is when you want the hair flowy but in place. This is when you want the hair flowy in place. This is when you don't want the hair to move at all. Detangler primer. Starfruit oil. This is a detangler and primer, travel size. And this is Frizz Me Not hydrating anti-frizz spray. Now, I know y'all product junkies, so y'all want to say, is these good? Should I run out and buy Amika products? Yes and no. I'm going to tell you which ones that I like. Right now, I'm not familiar with Amika's whole line, but I do like Amika's product that I use in the salon. I'm definitely using the Amika Detangle Primer. This has silicones in it. Silicones is amazing, especially if your hair is frizzy. That silk press won't last. You about to go get braids, and they say don't put nothing in it. You're gonna put this in after the after you shampoo and condition before the blow dry. You gotta protect your hair. That's what this is for. This is a travel size. So I use the Amika. There's one without silicones. I love the one with silicones. I am a pro silicone girly because I need these results. We're gonna talk about the science of that later. Another thing that I use from them is this Frizz Me Not. I absolutely love it. So we'll talk about the formulation of this and how we use this the right way. Just because we look at the word and say Frizz Me Not, we got to understand the formulation and how it's meant and where it's layered in your products, because layering products matters a lot. Okay. Star Fruit, I've seen this. I picked it up. I try it. I have a love-hate relationship with it. So I'm going to tell you what instances to use it. I will use it for. So they have another product called Blockade, which is coming. They have discontinued it, but it's coming back when they pulled it off the shelves. It has some amazing products in it. It's a heat protected. So when that was pulling off the shelves, this was kind of going forward. This dropped the same time that was coming off. This does not have silicones. I like the hair to be really lightweight and really flowy, and I like my product to be performative, which means they have a styling aspect to what I want that hair to do. This is a good like finishing oil. If I have braids in my hair, if I just want some little shine, if I want to nourish my hair, I'm going to pick up this, right? Will this be in my staple? Absolutely not. I would leave this right on the shelf. Okay. This Bombshell, I think, Bombshell blowout spray. I have not tried it yet, but I would put this on my shelf to try it because it's a styling product. So I would lay my foundation. I would make sure the hair is properly cleansed, hydrated, and then I'm going to go in and choose a product to style the hair. Again, I'm going to default to a silk press. So a silk press, this is going to be my formula for my silk press. These products here, right? Another one that I see a lot of people use is this Hydro Rush. I have not done a deep dive in the ingredients in this one just yet. This would be in the maybe section because I don't want hydration after my shampoo process if I'm doing a silk press. If I'm doing braids, if I'm doing a protective style, if I'm wearing a curly style, if I'm doing anything else, this would be good because I'm not telling the hair not to revert. So anytime I see something hydrating, I don't want that in my after steps of shampooing the hair because I don't want to pull excess moisture into the hair after I wash it. So this would be in the maybe section, right? Curl refreshing spray. I'm not really a curly girl unless I have in some curly braids or curly weave. So I would keep this on the Rolodex just for that and put that off to the side in the maybe section. Touchable hairspray. I would use this, and I would use this over here in my silk press category. These are all finishing products. Perk Up shampoo, dry shampoo. This would be great before the gym. You put it in your roots, and pull your hair into a high ponytail so that keep your hair from frizzing up if you have a silk press. I help other people too, but my default is going to go to the silk press. If you go down my page, that's all you see is a bomb ass silk press. That's the goal. That's what people pay me for. Okay. A nourishing dry hair mask. I probably would put this on if that hair was like dehydrated, dry to the touch, and I just want to add some nourishment to it. I would put this to a weave, anything like that. I would not reach for this on the shelf. I wouldn't. I would experiment with it, but I wouldn't reach for it. So I put that in the maybe section. Same thing with that. These are the dry shampoos, Headstrong. I would try this if I want some extra hold on the hairspray. Yes, I would pick this up. It wouldn't be my first choice. I would pick up the Touchable. So I'll put this in the maybe section as well. I'll put this in my little side arsenal. Dry shampoo, travel size, boom. Throw this in the bag on the way to the gym so you have it. Touchable hairspray, travel size as well. Undone texture spray. So texture spray is pretty much a spray that's going to basically give you some texture to your hair. We don't really talk about texture spray in the black community, but it's kind of like if you want that hair piecey and not to fall perfectly, you would come in with a texture spray. So it's another styling product. Perk Up Plus is basically like an extra dry shampoo. I would experiment with this because I would try to see like which one of these dry shampoos. If your hair is extra oily and you haven't washed your hair in like 10 days or 2 weeks and you're trying to stretch it, I would reach for this. I wouldn't reach for the extra extended dry shampoo in the beginning of my suppressed journey. So I'll put that in the maybe section. And like I said, I would not reach for this one either. But these are actually, I have these in my salon right now. Especially this. Like I said, how I would layer it is based upon what I know about the products right now. If I was doing a silk press, I would shampoo. Right now, I use prescription because it's a script for your hair. My clients is on a healthy hair journey, and I want to be able to give them as many treatments as possible at home. So they're doing 80% of the work at home. So every time they wash their hair, they're getting some prescription-based products that's in their hair. Heavy on the hydration, heavy on the strengthening, heavy on the rebuilding, heavy on the nourishing the scalp, heavy on the hair. That's your foundation, right? Your foundational products is going to come in. Then I'm going to start to plug different things in. So after you go through your wash day, what style are we going to do. Once you get past your steps within my system, then you're going to come here and then start styling your hair. You're going to style your hair. So I will go this one first. Then I'll go in with the Amika primer. Then I'll go in with the Bombshell. And then I'm going to go ahead and blow that hair out. Now, what I would play with is these two here. Try this before, try it after. But I know that this is heavy silicones is going to coat the hair. And this says hydrating. So I will put this first based upon the label because I don't want hydration to interfere with my end result. So hydration in the hair, seal it, style it. That's your cocktail. That's your prescription for a silk press. Another mistake that people commonly make is they have too much loyalty to a product and to a brand. Like I said, I'm a product junkie. I don't talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it today. I had to learn that as well with my products because I love experimenting, especially when there's new innovation on the market. I want to see what it was going to do in their hair. So I literally had to challenge myself for 2 years to use any other product within my salon except for like 1 or 2 finishing products, and only use prescription. When I tell you it was the hardest thing to do, but as somebody who valued and wanted to understand my products and my brand, I need to find out how it was going to perform. So I would tell my clients, it's the only product you're using for 2 years, and everybody's hair is so healthy and amazing. Once I understood that was a foundation, then I started bringing in more styling products because I wanted to get people focused on the styling products. I also thought that one of my styling products was a finishing product. And this is why, this is how I learned about product layering. And I'm not a cosmetic chemist. So I'm talking to a cosmetic chemist that I have for my product line. And that cosmetic chemist, it was a heat protectant spray. Well, from where I'm from as a stylist, heat protectant sprays usually have silicones in it and they're a finishing product. So I would tell my clients to go ahead and use my heat protectant spray on their hair after they did the rest of their steps as one of their final steps. The hair was frizzing up quickly. And I was just like, dang, what's happening? Not understanding the chemistry part of how products work. But then a light bulb went off and I had an aha moment. And an aha moment was, oh my goodness. I was like so mad because for 2 years I felt like my clients suffered because then I had to realize, I'm like, even though everybody's hair kept frizzing up, especially in the summertime, in the wintertime was good. Even though people hair frizzed up, everybody's hair was healthy as hell. So there was really no complaints because they're not coming to me for a silk press. So I don't sell a silk press. I sell the ability to make their hair healthy. So everybody's hair was healthy and thriving. But I was upset. And it was in that moment, 2 years after I launched my product, using it as only these products, is when it dawned on me. I said, I started talking to my chemist and trying to construct a finishing product. I'm like, I need something that's going to be a finishing agent because my clients, they go to right now is going to be a silk press. Then it dawned on me. I'm like, there are so many styling products on the market that does that amazingly well. Why am I going to compete with them? Why not position Postscription to be the foundational products, and then it's the foundation of whether you get braids, whether you get a sew-in, whether you get weave, because it's literally your prescription to restore, rejuvenate your hair. Then you bring in your styling products. So that's when I started having an aha moment and be like, there's plenty of styling products that's on the market. I'm not going to compete with them. I'm going to focus on what I do best, which is hair rejuvenation. So it's pretty much sending them home with a prescription for their hair and then recommending styling products while their hair is being rejuvenated. So that's pretty much how I got here.